Well, hi there, my name is Josh. I'm one of the engineers here at PConnect, one of Access4's many partners. We use the SASBOSS API quite a bit to automate a lot of repetitious tasks and also to provide outside the box solutions to our customers and their specific business needs. We also leverage the API to do some pretty cool stuff as a business with mashing together different vendor APIs so that we can open up additional services to offer to our customer base. It's pretty cool what you can do with a little bit of scripting to leverage an API, which then just opens up a whole world of automation to make life easier. In this video, I'm just going to briefly talk about a couple of specific problems that we came up against as a business and how we were able to use the SASBOSS API to provide a solution. We had two problems that we needed to address. First one was for a customer who migrated from a previous system. Call recordings were automatically downloaded via FTP and then saved into a file share or central location. And we had to look at providing a similar solution as part of their onboarding. And then internally, we had two problems that we needed to address. We had a requirement to monitor for a specific $0 endpoint service pack if that had been incorrectly applied to a customer by our support team, just to prevent loss of revenue. And then our second problem was that we constantly had customers who required ad hoc charges to be added to their monthly invoices, both recurring and non-recurring. So we needed to find an efficient way to be able to update and perform this action. Well, for the customer solution for call recording, the SASBOSS API gave us the ability to script out what we needed. So using PowerShell to query the API, we were able to automate downloading the call recording files for the specific customer business case. And as the customer had migrated to SharePoint or OneDrive in the process, we were able to actually save those recordings directly into SharePoint, which the customer was really pleased about because it gave access to the right team without having to give those staff access to the SASBOSS portal. Internally, with our first use case, monitoring for the use of $0 endpoint service packs. So using the API, we were able to run a daily scan for newly added services, and we could then alert if an incorrect service pack had been applied to an incorrect customer. It's no doubt saved us quite a decent amount in revenue, but it's also allowed us to open up additional access to our junior staff, giving further agility to our support team as we're able to confidently monitor and alert on changes that may have had a financial impact. Our second internal use case, creating ad hoc charges. This was kind of a simple one, but it's saved us a lot of time. We were able to leverage the API again to script importing CSV files with recurring or non-recurring charges, and that saved us from having to manually enter those charges via the SASBOSS portal. Well, as a business, using Microsoft PowerShell and Logic Apps, we've focused heavily on automating our business processes wherever possible. And we've found working with the SASBOSS API to be quite easy and simple. Once you've authenticated to the API, running queries and performing tasks is straightforward. And the API documentation helps when you're querying a particular service for the first time. The team at Access4 have also been really helpful whenever we've needed to reach out for support or assistance. If you haven't already, I definitely recommend looking into ways that you can incorporate automation into your business, and specifically how the SASBOSS API can help you to do that.